Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're predicting another division schedule. I did the random wheel generator again and landed on the AFC South, so we probably went from one of the best divisions to one of the worst divisions. So we start off the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to Washington to take on the Commanders. Carson Wentz plays against the same team that in his short career with the Colts. I'm gonna give Carson Wentz the benefit of the doubt and pick the Commanders. They just have a better defense, even though the Jaguars really worked on themselves during the offseason. I like the way that the Jaguars are looking. They actually have a good coach. They built the offensive line around Trevor Lawrence, gave him some help, and gave some help on the defense as well. Week 2, the home opener, Jaguars host the Colts. They've won this matchup at home like a lot, so I'm gonna pick them again here. Keep the trend going. They travel to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. I think the Eagles will be pretty good this year. I don't know if I 100% believe in Jalen Hurts yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Eagles. Pick the Jaguars since it's at home against the division rivalry. I'm gonna pick the Colts, so they'll split. Giants versus the Jaguars. This could be a really good game. I don't know if Saquon Barkley is gonna be healthy because you know how the running backs work. CMC, Saquon Barkley, Dalvin Cook. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick the Giants here. We already have them losing to the Broncos, Raiders, Chiefs, and I'm gonna pick them losing against the Ravens too, especially with Lamar Jackson being back. It's a crap show. The Jacksonville Jaguars against the Lions. I think the Lions are going to win this year. I just like their mentality. They're at home. The Titans over the Jaguars. The Cowboys over the Jaguars. Zach Wilson versus Trevor Lawrence. This will be an interesting matchup here. I'm going to pick the Jaguars to win this. They beat the Texans last time, so I'm going to have them splitting here. I'm going to pick the Titans here. The Jaguars going 3-14. It's not great. But a couple of these games, like I said, I could see swinging either way. Next, we'll hop on over to the Texans. They have their home opener against a tough opponent, a tough division opponent against the Colts. I think the Colts are going to be really good this year, but we'll talk about them later. The Bears, this could be an interesting matchup. Since it's at the Bears, I'm going to pick the Bears. I'm going to have them losing to the Titans and the Eagles and the Giants. Against the Commanders, it could go either way. I'm going to pick the Texans in this one since it's at home. I'm going to pick the Dolphins. The Deshaun Watson return to Texas. The Browns are going to be tough to beat when Deshaun Watson is here. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the Browns for that reason. Cowboys are a really good team, not a good playoff team. You know, it's our year, whatever. I'm losing to the Titans. Beating the Jacksonville Jaguars, but losing to the Colts to wrap up their season. And their record is 2-15, so it's not looking great for either of these teams. Go ahead and let's swing over to the Titans. I'm gonna leave the best for last. They start off their season opening up at home against the Giants. I'm gonna have them beating the Giants to open up their season. The Titans at the Bills. We all know what Josh Allen, what Stephon Diggs, and this defense is gonna be on this year. They're gonna be on a lot of smoke. The Titans are a very interesting team. You've traded AJ Brown. I don't trust in Tannehill 100%. Next is their first division game at the Colts. I'm gonna pick the Colts here. I think the Titans are just too overpowered for the Commanders, to be honest. Then they have their bye week and they come back to the Colts again. I'm gonna take the Titans here since it's at the Titans. Next, they travel to the Green Bay Packers on Thursday Night Football. I think the Packers will win here. It's hard to play in Lambeau Field. This is later in the year. I don't know if the Bengals will be the same because I don't know. A lot of teams that make it to the Super Bowl but don't win are not like the same next year. But hopefully they will be. I'm gonna predict they're not the exact same, but they're still pretty good, and I'm gonna take them for the win here. AJ Brown, a revenge game, however you want to call it. I want to take the Eagles here, but I can't bet against Derrick Henry. The Cowboys at the Titans. Thursday Night Football late in the year. I think I'm gonna pick the Titans since they're at home. If they're in Dallas, it would probably be a different story. The Titans finished 10-7, which is actually, I think, pretty good. I know their division helps them a lot because they literally have to play the Jaguars twice a year and the Texans twice a year. That's like pretty much a guaranteed 4 wins. Will Colts be able to make a run and beat them out for the division? We're about to see here. And we have their first 7 games already filled out. They start off 4-3, but in week 8 they host the Commanders. Too overpowered for them. I think the Colts are gonna be really good this year. They have a good running back, a good defense, a decent wide receiver core, which could probably get better. Really, the only thing they were missing last year was a quarterback, and now they have it in Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan was good in Atlanta, but he didn't really have any help. The offensive line was terrible. He didn't have any receivers to work with. besides for Calvin Ridley. He's in a much better situation, and the Colts are in a much better situation in the quarterback room. Next is the Eagles are going to travel to the Colts. I don't think the Eagles have what it takes to beat the Colts. The Steelers at the Colts, obviously the Colts. Kenny Pickett might be starting now, Monday Night Football. The Colts at the Cowboys. This could be a close game. I think the Cowboys take this, especially since it's at Dallas. Then they have their bye week late in the year. They travel to the Vikings. I think the Vikings are going to be very good this year, but I also think that the Colts are going to be very good this year. I'm going to pick the Colts here. And the Colts at the Giants. Colts, obviously. So actually we have them winning the division over the Titans. One win over the Titans. I could see these probably being about right. Maybe the Colts and Titans a little bit less, and maybe the Jaguars and Texans a little bit more. Maybe like 2 or 3 games difference. But overall, I think that's a pretty good simulation of what's going to happen. I'll check you guys out next time where we'll do another division. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll check you guys next time. Peace.